Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to the Archangel Animal Oracle cards, and the card is the Deer. Okay. Trust in the support of the universe. Archangels Michael and Faith. Okay. Um, Usually, when we think of a mystical forest, most of the images that we see, or we always see the deer as part of a mystical forest. When you look at a scenery of when we think of the word mystical or the phrase mystical forest, we always see part of the picture deers. For me, the deer symbolizes that kind of person. The spirit animal deer represents to us that kind of person who journeys inwards, goes to to the inner world, one who goes back and forth to the inner world, actually who spends a lot of time in the inner world. And by nature, the deer, usually they disappear in the forest, and they usually disappear in the mists of the forest. So they disappear in the mystery of the forest. So when we look at the deer, a person who has the spirit animal deer, he's a person who has a sense of mystery. People find them sort of mysterious, and usually the deer are usually quiet. They walk gently among the land, so it's very hard to see them. And they are also very intuitive, very sensitive. They sense from a very far distance when other creatures are near them. Sometimes they will just lift their head as they sniff the air, and suddenly they bolt out, knowing that danger is around them. Somehow, for me, it symbolizes people who are also very intuitive. They can sense things that ordinary people do not sense immediately. They are they have a very keen sense, no, not only physically, not only the physical senses, but also their intuitive sense. At the same time, when I see a deer, I always think of the deer that yearns for running water. It symbolizes for me a person who yearns to have this constant communication, constant union with the divine. So someone who is undergoing transformation can find great insights from the spirit animal deer. This longing for the running waters, this longing to go and discover the mystery of the forest, to go through the mists, which is usually the portals of our heart, to go through the portals in order to discover the mystery of the inner world. This, for me, symbolizes the deer. And they say that the antlers of the deer undergo certain cycles. Somehow they also symbolize transformation of a person, both inwardly and outwardly. So the deer symbolizes our mystical journey. For me, they symbolize our mystical journey. And you see here both of them with their heart chakras aglow. And even here, the points of the antlers are glowing. And here, the third eye chakra is glowing. Also here, the third eye chakra is glowing. The antler symbolizes for me that even the crown chakra is in touch with the universe, with the divine. So for me, the deer symbolizes somebody who is undergoing transformation, and somebody who journeys inwardly and constantly find joy and find safety and shelter in the mysteries of the inner world. So this is somebody who, it can symbolize a person who is very contemplative, very intuitive, and very much in touch with the whole of the universe. The deer is able to survive in the jungle or in the forest. It's also like a person who is very much in touch with nature. They thrive when they are in the midst of nature. So now let us end this reflection with the description that is given in this handbook, the handbook that accompanies this card. And take what resonates with you, because there are, yeah. So it says here, Dear, trust in the support of the universe, Archangels Michael and Faith. About deer. All types of deer have incarnated from Lakumai, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They learn and teach about trust. Okay. The gentle, feminine doe has her third eye open and is alert and watchful. The dignified masculine stag is grounded in his power, and his antlers symbolize dominance and supremacy. Oh, excuse me, I'm just adjusting the microphone. Stag's antlers grow in the spring, representing birth and renewal. They fall off in the autumn, denoting endings or loss. The mission of a doe's soul is to learn and teach about grace, innocence, trust, and family life. That of the stag is to learn and teach about trust in the universe, majesty, and self-empowerment, and to experience walking a solitary path. Their service missions are to eat fresh grasses and leaves in order to stimulate new growth. The deer guidance. The deer card is reminding us to trust the universe to look after and support you, to trust your own deepest intuition, then follow its guidance. Deer bring you a message of balance and equilibrium, for you are guided to employ your psychic knowing while maintaining your dignity and divine magnificence. If you are reading this in the spring, expect a renewal of hopes, confidence, and a new direction. If it is the autumn, there may be endings that will ultimately benefit you, so handle them with grace. You are asked to look out for and help those weaker than yourself, and Archangel Michael will assist you in this task. He invites you to remember that we are all one, and in helping another, you promote your spiritual growth and ultimately that of the planet. Well, that's it for now. Until our next reading, keep safe.